Hi everyone, it's Hannah here, and today we're going to be brainstorming for the final prompt of Inktober, which is risk. I've had so much fun brainstorming with you this month, and I've loved reading your comments and seeing what ideas you've been coming up with. If you don't know what Inktober is, then have a look in the description below. For risk, you could do a risky game, like there's the game called Risk. You could do a risky activity, like skydiving. You could do the risk of driving too fast or riding on a motorbike too fast. You could do people gambling, and that links to day prompt 2, which is suit. So you could do like hearts and diamonds and spades and clubs and incorporate cards into that, or you could do pokie machines or betting on sports and horses. What I've been doing this year is doing one artwork with multiple prompts combined. So I've actually done my risk drawing, and I had a motorbike in there, and I had some references to gambling, and I combined it with the suit prompt. And I also had, I think it was like a phrase of someone asking someone to go on a date with them, because you've got the risk of them saying no. You could do, so there's the kind of whole like leap of faith metaphor where you're trying something and you're not sure if it's going to work, but you have to try it. So maybe it's like quitting your job to pursue a passion that's going to pay a lot less, or maybe it's like asking someone out, which we talked about before. So maybe you want to draw the idea of leaping off something, leaping like someone, there's two surfaces and someone's like in the process of leaping between the two. Also for gambling, you could do like dollar signs incorporated into your artwork and things like that. You could do, street signs where you have different streets pointed to with different, there's a pole and there's the signs pointing to different streets. Maybe you want to have one thing written on it that says something more risky than a different thing, and then you could do plants down the bottom growing nearby, and maybe on one side, the risky side, you have like bigger plants, or you could have it as like a scarier pathway. And then on this one, you might have like a safe, like evenly cut grass kind of thing, but it's less beautiful. You could draw like two pathways and like a fork in the road, and someone's making a decision and taking a risk. Because risk's all about like choices, what choice you make. Not always, sometimes you can't avoid risks, but maybe you're choosing a more risky path than a less risky one. And you can do lots of things that represent danger, so it could be animals or monsters. And then you could also draw someone looking stressed because they've taken a risk. So you could do their facial expression, and they're sweating and they're really panicked, and they've got eyes like wide open because they want to see what ends up happening. And maybe they're crying a bit, maybe they're like super anxious. So you could do someone who's stressed from taking a risk. Okay, that's what I have for risk, day 31. Thank you so much for brainstorming with me this month. I plan on doing this again next year for Inktober 2022. And I've almost finished my current sketchbook, so you can look forward to a video where I flip through and show you my art. See you next time.